Hello, YouTube universe. My name is Edmund Stevens. I'm your movie maniac here, and I want to give you a video of my favorite movies of 2014. And speaking of that, Happy New Year, everybody. It's about to be a new year. Happy New Year to everybody out there in the world and everybody out there in the YouTube universe. Have a prosperous, great year. Let this year be your year of 2015. I just want to wish everybody a great Happy New Year of 2015. That out the way. I want to give my top 10 movies of 2014. It's some movies that I want to mention first that didn't make it to the list that I liked a lot. And those movies are How to Train Your Dragon 2, RoboCop, Transformers: Age of Extinction, Amazing Spider-Man 2, 300: Rise of the Empire, and The Hunger Games: Mockingjay Part 1. Those movies were great. I love those movies, but they didn't make it to my list. The first movie I want to talk about on my list, though, is Divergent, which is starring Shailene Woodley, Theo James, Kate Winslet, Miles Teller, Zoe Kravitz. It has a great cast in this movie. It's an action sci-fi thriller. It's a great movie. You should check it out. All my movie maniacs should check that movie out there. It's a great movie. You won't be disappointed if you are into those type of movies. And I highly recommend that y'all see that movie. Um, and it has a deep storyline to it too. Also, when you really think about it, when you really look at the movie. My next movie that I want to talk about is Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler is number 9 on my list. It's a great movie. Great drama. And it's worth all the hype that Jake Gyllenhaal is getting off his performance in that movie, as far as his Oscar buzz that he has off that movie. He's already getting nominated a Golden Globe for that movie and the Screen Actors Guild Award. So for his performance in that movie, 9 times out of 10 he get nominated an Oscar too. So yes, check that movie out. It's a great movie. It's also starring Renee Russo and Bill Paxton. Check that movie out. It's a great movie. All my movie maniacs, check that movie out. My next movie I want to talk about is Need for Speed, which is number 8 for me. Need for Speed was one of the best movies of this year to me. It was one of the most underrated movies of this year. It's one of the best movies based off a video game to me because it felt more realistic. It didn't feel like a movie that was based off a video game. It's also starring Aaron Paul, but it didn't. That movie didn't feel like it was just based off a video game. The only thing that they referenced off the video game to the movie was the car that he was driving throughout most of the movie, and the technology that it had that the car had in the movie. That's the only thing that took out the video game. Everything else was just it was just realistic. I mean, I ain't no better way to put that. It's a great movie. I should check it out if you haven't checked it out yet. My next movie I want to talk about that made it to number 7 is the Lego movie, which I own right here. So everybody can see, I own right here. And the Lego movie is freaking awesome. Great animation and 2D, 3D action going on mixed with each other. Stop motion also animation in it. And it was a great movie. It was very entertaining, very funny. All-star cast in the movie as far as Chris Pratt, Elizabeth Olsen, Liam Neeson, Will Ferrell playing the bad guy in the movie. It was great. It was awesome. I mean, it had a great story to it. I mean, it was pretty awesome. Y'all should check that movie out, my friends. All my movie man, check that movie out. My next movie I want to talk about is the movie Godzilla, which I own, and it's number 6. And it's a pretty good doggone movie. Also, I love this movie. I love the fact that this movie is story driven and it's well acted, well executed. Has a great cast in the movie and starring Aaron Taylor Johnson, Elizabeth Olsen, Ken Watanabe, Bryan Cranston. I mean, all everybody did a good job in this movie. Also, it's starring Sally Hawkins. Don't want to forget her because she's a good actress as far as the movies I've seen. A couple of movies I've seen. So yes, check that movie out. The showdown and the end of that movie And the build up to the showdown at the end of that movie, as far as the last action scene in that movie, was freaking awesome. I love it. It's great. Some people was like, "Oh, I don't have enough Godzilla in it or whatever," but that's not the case. It's still a great movie. It has enough Godzilla in it, in my opinion. And just check that movie. That's freaking awesome. The next movie I want to talk about is Edge of Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow, which I also own. Also own Edge of Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow is a great movie. Also, a great sci-fi action thriller movie, and it's also a very fun action-packed movie. I mean, it's everything you probably would want in an action sci-fi movie. Probably, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those movies where you can just sit down, eat some popcorn, and enjoy. Without too much thinking about it per se. It's also starring Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt. They both did good in the movie. Had great chemistry together in acting in the movie. Both great actors, actresses, actors. But yeah, just check that movie out. It's pretty awesome. My next movie that I want to talk about is one of my favorite comic book movies of the year. X-Men: Days of Future Past. One of my favorite comic book movies of 2014. Y'all should check it out. It's one of the best X-Men movies that are out right now, besides First Class. But yeah, X-Men: Days of Future Past is one of my favorite comic book movies and one of my favorite X-Men movies in general of 2014. Y'all should check that out, and it's pretty good. It's pretty great. It has a great cast in that movie too. Well acted, well executed. Great special effects. Nice action. You know, just 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 check that out. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. My next movie I want to talk about is The Raid 2. The Raid 2 is also a great movie. It's one of the best kung fu movies I ever seen in my life. It's freaking awesome. Like, you can't go wrong with grade 1 or 2, but 2 is better because it has more story depth. And on top of that, it has action too. So if you're a fan of kung fu action flicks, and if you're a fan of good storytelling in a movie, then you would love this freaking movie because this movie is great. It's great. Um, my next movie I want to talk about, which is my number two movie, and that is Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy is one of the best movies of 2014. Also, as far as comic book movies is concerned, and that movie is freaking awesome. I love that movie. It has everything balled up into one ball. You have your suspense, your action, your comedy, your drama. It has everything in one movie, except for a musical. It's not a musical per se, but yes, it has everything in there that you want to see. Everything. And just yeah, I mean it's great, great. Um, All Star Cast. My number one movie of this year, in my opinion, that I want to stress is Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Captain America: The Winter Soldier is one of the best movies, comic book movies I ever seen in my life, alongside stuff like Man of Steel, the regular Spider-Man 2, Tobey Maguire, Iron Man 3, in my opinion. The Dark Knight with the Joker, Christian Bale, and all them in there. In my opinion, it's on the same level as those movies. Iron Man, I think I said Iron Man 3 already. Yeah, in my opinion. But I mean, I mean, Captain America: The Winter Soldier has great action, great acting. It's a political thriller. It has its suspense in it. It keeps you guessing. It's just, it's freaking awesome, man. It's great. Um, Before I end this video, it's two other movies I want to mention that I liked a lot for 2014 that didn't make it to my list also, and that is RoboCop and How to Train Your Dragon 2. Those two movies were great too also. Also, for a treat for y'all, I'm gonna put a link on the bottom. Click on that link. It's called Final Cut 2014. It's a mashup of all the movies that came out this year. It's off the Joe Blow movie trailers YouTube channel. check that channel out. Subscribe to it. It's also a good channel to check out too. So yeah, check that out. If you like this video, hit the like button on the bottom. Subscribe to my page. Keep up with me. I'm gonna do more videos in the future. Happy New Year's to everybody again. Have a great 2015, and just I thank everybody for watching my videos so far. And I would be greatly appreciated if y'all keep up with me. I love that a lot. I love everybody. Like I said, have a great New Year. And my name is Evan Stevens. I'm your movie maniac here. And everybody, peace. That's my list of 2014 all the movies that I like. And peace.